Hello everyone, welcome to Make It Easy presented by Heart Connections. The topic we are going to discuss today is spiritual life. What is spiritual life? There are so many definitions for spiritual life according to various faiths, but we are going to discuss about Christian understanding of spiritual life. Many a times people think the spiritual life is the connection they have with God and themselves in their prayer and through their various spiritual activities, and no one else can come in between. It's only a relationship that they have personally with themselves and God. And sometimes people think it is kind of an experience. Personally, as we meditate on God, we experience some kind of spiritual power in our lives. Many feel these are the very spiritual life itself. But as Christians, it is very important for us to define everything relationally because Christianity claims for itself as a relationship. The Bible says in 1 John chapter 4 verse 20 that if anyone say that they know God and hate their brethren, then he is a liar. That means if a person has a good relationship with God, it will be reflected in the relationships that he is in. Even the Bible speaks about great commandments. The great commandments are only two. Number one, loving God with all yourself and loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Even the only commandment that Jesus gave to us is to love one another as he has loved us. So, as Christians, our very life, our spiritual walk is receiving the very life of Jesus and reflecting it in our relationships, loving God and loving our neighbors. That is what Christian life is all about. It is not some kind of mystical experience a person can have between himself and God, and no one else can come in between. But according to Christianity, the spiritual life will be reflected in every relationship that we are in. So it is very important for us to maintain very good relationships around, because that's how we reflect our spiritual life. As much as we are connected, as much as we know God, as much as we receive the love of God, we will be able to love our neighbors. So it is not a mystical experience but a relational experience. Thank you.